You're now listening to the Cerberus Gridiron Podcast. And now your hosts, Christian and Kris, powered by Cerberus Fantasy Sports.
Welcome in. Let's go. Welcome to the Cerberus Gridiron Podcast. I am your host, Christian _CFS, and here is your co-host, Mr. K Camp. How you doing today, Mr. K Camp?
I am doing well. What up, my good people? Shalom, my Kim, to my good people, and shalom, my Kim, to my bad people. When you learn to become good, because, we need good people in this world. We really do. I feel like it's going to hell in the handbasket. We need more good people in here. Please. What up, man? I am doing well. Can't complain. I won't complain.
That's good. That is great. Everybody, we got a show for you today. This is episode 38. On the last episode, we talked about the day one free agency frenzy recap. So now, since all the dust is settled, we're actually going to kick it and talk about what is actually now, like some of the trades that have just gone down, how it's going to affect you personally in fantasy, and seeing some of the signings as well, how it's going to affect some of the drafting in this upcoming draft coming up. So we got a good show. So sit back, relax, and let's go and enjoy. In this next segment, we are going to talk about CGP news.
And we know
that's pretty much what it is going to be, man. Man, the whole episode is going to be CGP news, but hey, since it's going to be that, we just had to kick it off just to talk about it, just to sit back, relax, and then enjoy this CGP news. So let's talk about what has happened. All the dust has settled. Let's go in and get into it. Man. Where you want to start? Where you want to begin, man? It's so much.
I'm trying to. Well, I know we're trying to make this a kind of a short episode for y'all. Kind of zoom through these real quick. Let's talk about Aaron Jones because I think that happened after last Monday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Jones they cut him, and then the Vikings picked him up immediately. What do you think about that? Do you also think that they will sign a rookie running back?
They probably gonna need to because the deal's only for like a 1-year deal, right? Or was it like a 2 or 3 year?
Definitely can't be no longer than 2, right? I saw it.
He's old, so he's probably there for the veteran presence. They probably will draft a rookie anyways, regardless. They also got to remember that they need to keep their franchise wide receiver happy. If he is not happy, then he might be very disgruntled, and he might actually request a trade during draft day. And if he gets traded during draft day, I wouldn't be shocked. Because you're already losing your QB, your starting QB. He done moved over to Atlanta.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Yes, so Aaron Jones, he signed a 1-year, $7 million deal worth $7 million. They ain't trading JJ. JJ need to get over it. He need to quit crying and put your big boy pants on, buddy. Sorry, Kurt, go. You 25, I think. 26, he 35, coming off Achilles. Y'all, you're not gonna play for the whole of your career, man. Just let him go. Build a rapport with this new quarterback. We hearing rumors of Vikings moving up, right? To 5 or hell to 3 or whatever. Take a running back. We all know it. So just build a rapport with them, man.
A quarterback, everybody, and not running back.
What I say? I said running back.
Yeah, you said running back. Quarterback, everybody.
For a quarterback. So, get over it, JJ. Get your money, get paid, build a rapport with your new quarterback, and win some games, buddy.
Yeah, pretty much, man. That's all you can really do for JJ. And the thing about it is I really I saw that one mock draft that they had the Vikings moving up to 5.
Okay, 5.
Just to
we saw today.
Just to get a QB. But if they want one of the QBs up in the top 10, up in the top 3, they might have to move up there just to get them. But I don't know how much.
Go ahead.
They would have to go. Well, that's the thing about it is they would have to give up a Godfather offer.
And they're not getting past 3. Washington's not moving, and neither are Chicago. Their best is the Patriots or 5 at
with the Chargers. But then, would you really? Am I really trading up for a not a for sure person? To be honest with you, it's really interesting how, and I talked about this before. A lot of people are down on Drake May, and I was like, well, nobody has really talked much about him, saying he's gonna fall, he stinks and everything like that. Because what'd they say? He didn't perform at the combine, so that was a tick down, which makes sense. Yeah, it still has a pro day, so. But then, how people are doing the combine and everything. There was yeah, we're gonna knock him to stock down because he didn't perform. But then you have other people out there saying yeah, he talked to all these other GMs. Yes, he talked to all the other GMs, but what people came there to see was how well is he with his accuracy based off his drops throwing to people that he does not know. And that's the big thing about the combine. But he has been dropping. I think now that they have Jaden Daniels as number 2 behind Caleb. So he dropped down to number 3, but I wouldn't be shocked if somebody jumps up just to get JJ McCarthy over Drake May, which might be a good thing for him. If you actually think about it, if people are really, that's just going to put more chips up on your shoulder, and it could be a blessing up in disguise. Maybe people are seeing something that that other people don't see based off watching film.
Yeah, I think Denver would love to take him, Drake May, at 12 if he fall. I'm expecting him to be gone before he get to 12, but they would love to take him at 12. And the Vikings do not want him at 12. Do not want him at 5 or at 3. That's just shocking to me because I'm a believer is you should perform at the combine. If you're not hurt, you need to perform because you're throwing against every other quarterback. So let's see. It's somewhat of a competition, right? Pro day, you got to answer to the test, so you better ace it. Only person who did bad at the combine at the pro day was Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah,
how you messed up? You got to answer to the test. So, but Bryce Young didn't throw at the combine, and he went number 1 overall. Right now, it's a different organization, but still, we've heard quarterbacks not throw at the combine and still go number 1 overall. Having said all that, I'm shocked that Drake May is falling. And like you said, the Vikings, if they're not getting Jaden Daniels, they're not moving to 2, and Washington taking Jaden Daniels, Caleb is going 1, they wouldn't move up to 5. Would they move up to take Drake May if he's falling anyway? They just need to get past the Patriots. If the Patriots don't take a quarterback, when does the next quarterback go? 11? The Chargers not taking one. I'm saying as is. Right. I'm saying they might not need to move up if Drake May gonna fall to them at 11, right? Because if the Patriots don't take a quarterback, what team's taking a quarterback? Maybe the Jets. Would they do that? They wouldn't do that, would they?
They are the Jets, so I doubt they would do something. That's the same ordeal. They just gave Kirk Cousins. Are they gonna have a rookie sit behind him for 3 years? 2
years, right? 2 or 3 years. I don't know. So just looking real quick at the draft order, they might not. My point is, obviously you don't know what the Patriots going to do, right? You don't know. But if they don't take a quarterback, there's no sense for me to move up because it shows the Cardinals at 4, Chargers at 5, the Giants get past the Giants, maybe them at 6. and then Tennessee, Atlanta, Chicago, no, probably New York, and then you had 11.
Yeah.
But I guess because I don't think you're getting JD. I think the Commanders are getting JD.
Yeah. I think
so.
too.
And you're not switching up with the Chargers to get Penix. He's definitely gonna fall to you. Bonus gonna fall to you. JJ McCarthy will probably fall to you.
See, that's the thing. I don't know. Like a lot of people have been saying that like his board is coming up, but hey, man, we're gonna say that soap opera for like another day.
I love it. I'm here for. I love all the drama, all of the shit that's leaking. I love it. I'm here for all of it. So yeah, keep it going. Draft night, I want my jaw to drop.
Yeah, just like these trades throughout this free agency was dropping.
Golly, man.
I'm like, what is going on now? Like,
I lost my. Oh, it's tripping. I hate it.
Like prime example, I did not see Keenan Allen getting traded to the Bears for a 4th round pick.
So let's talk about that real quick. I was hearing Colin today. Colin was like, "Look, man, Keenan Allen, because you don't want to take a pay cut," and I don't understand the whole taking. You're still getting your money, right? You're just getting it up front, and so the negative downside to that is, well, they can cut me later on because they don't have to pay any money, right? Is that because you're still getting your money? You're not losing any money, right? You just get your money up front.
It depends on how they restructure it. They can restructure it for a lower base salary, like in the first year, and then you get your money later on.
So, okay.
So it's like the opposite. So you're not getting, or it might be where you get more of a signing bonus, something like that, maybe, just to like re-sign it. But he probably just wants to finish out his year, and then so he can just go to pick another team wherever he wants to go to be honest with you.
What?
Which I can see why.
Anyway.
If he would have restructured, they probably had to tack on more years, and then even though they could have been voided after the final year, like why would he want to go through that and just re-sign and then mess up this money like how he has it set up now? So he probably just said, just go and cut me loose, and him going to the Bears.
Trading to the Bears, man. I don't know if he wanted to do that because Bosa took a pay cut. Khalil Mack took a pay cut. They restructured or whatever.
Yeah, but that's crazy. On the defensive side, though. If you see that, the defense took that restructure because the defense is actually pretty strong and legit.
Right.
They need better coaching. The offense is what's kind of shaky, which knowing Jim, he probably wants to build it a certain way, and then he probably saw that like he didn't need Keenan Allen. So
he don't need Keenan Allen? Who he got?
Probably didn't want you. Hey.
Look
at who he had. Look at who he had whenever he had like an Anquan Bolden, which Keenan Allen could have been like Anquan whenever he was. Well, no, Anquan wasn't on the 49ers. Who was that? I forgot who he had.
Crabtree.
Yeah, so
Crabtree. Man,
yeah.
They drafted somebody at 5. Then they gotta go wide receiver because I'm not. I'm not
Malik Neighbors.
If they don't trade, if they don't trade, they taking. I agree.
Malik Neighbors. And if not Malik, it depends on. The Cardinals might want Malik. Then I could see them going Marvin Harrison Jones Jr.
Who?
The Chargers.
If they go, yeah, okay. If they go there first.
And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be shocked if Dagon Roma Duze jumped up in there to number 5.
I was going to say what the Patriots going to do because the Patriots have a wide receiver.
Oh, that's when the dominoes start.
Jinx.
The dominoes are going.
Jinx. Definitely dominoes going to fall. This is telling me everybody.
So that's then also like we got some low hanging trades out there that ended up happening. We saw who was it end up getting traded? We saw I just lost it. We saw Desmond Ridder go to the Cardinals for Rondale Moore, which I think that is a good thing for both parties. Desmond Ridder, you are going to be the back of what you should have been in in the Falcons organization, and Rondale
Agreed.
Moore actually gets to have that fresher start with a better QB and an up in a better offense, which I think he will also play complementary well in that offense. Because not to be thinking about this at all either, I also think that they end up getting Darnell Mooney as well.
They did.
For the Falcons. So that wide receiver core is looking pretty, not legit, but it's looking better than what it was.
Better than it was.
I say it's looking close to how it was whenever the Falcons was like on the road to like the Super Bowl and everything. With Drake London taking over that Julio Jones role, not being like that good, but just getting like the pieces that they needed.
And so everybody talking about them taking a wide receiver at 8. You knew that wasn't happening. I don't know why they were saying that. Them and so that may also mean the Chicago Bears. They're not taking 1 and 9, right? Because they just got their other wide receiver. They don't need to take 1 and 9.
Nah, I don't think so now.
They're going over. They're going tackle or they're going defense. I think.
Yeah, they'll go tackle. Well, they need to.
They need to. I agree. But I only may say defense because they have a defensive head coach. I can see them going defense.
Yeah.
How much? It's just loading. Ugh, what is going on? Remember everybody on the websites?
And then we also have the Commanders trading away Sam Howell to the Seahawks, which I think that's going to be really interesting. The Commanders ended up getting a 24 third overall pick, number 78 overall, and then a 2024 fifth overall pick, which is number 152. The Seahawks end up getting back Sam Howell and the fourth round pick of the 102 and a 6th round pick in 179, which I guess that's going to be competition for Geno to
Is it though?
To see.
Is it though?
Geno really didn't do much last year, so maybe they're bringing in a new face, and it's kind of like a discount too. So.
Did Sam do anything last year, really, though? I know he at one point lead the league in passing yards, but that's just volume. Go ahead.
I just see it as them just getting a better option, like a better backup QB just to have, and to also light a fire in Geno, saying like, hey, if you want to be the starter, then you're going to have to beat out this guy type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to see if he's going to do it. Obviously, Sam Howell wasn't supposed to be the starter up in Washington last year, but we saw him take that over. It wasn't the best, but
if Seattle is smart, they should take Michael Penix at 18. That's what I feel. I feel like he'll be good there. That's what I would do if I'm Seattle, but they probably won't do that. Because didn't the OC from Washington go there or something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
So I would take Penix. You still got, you kept Lockett, but you got JSN. You got a young stud if you can use him right, and you still got DK Metcalf. You still got two good running backs. I don't know how your offensive line is. It's pretty good, but that's what I would do. I mean, unless they think he can fall to the second round and get him a second round.
Who, sure. Michael Penix?
Yeah.
Who is they?
The Seahawks.
I don't know. I don't think Michael Penix would fall to the second round.
Really?
If he does, I can see 5 going. Somebody trading up in the back half just to get the 5th year.
Okay. 5.
A lot of people fall into the back half just to get just that 5th year up on the QB or just on any player if they feel that they could get him in the second round.
And I'm assuming
that 5th year is always good.
Right. It's cheaper. Yeah. Instead of 4 years. Uh-huh. And so you're saying that 5th person is either Bo Nix, Penix, or JJ, right? I'm assuming one of those.
Yeah.
2 of the 3 going. Okay. That's interesting to see.
Yeah, that's what I can end up. Something different. Something.
What else we got? Marquise Brown to the Chiefs.
Yeah, we got Marquise Brown going to the Chiefs, which was.
How do you feel about that?
I think I like it a lot. I like it a lot for poor Patrick Mahomes, as long as Marquise can stay on the field, I'll say that. As long as he stays on the field, it's just like what everybody said. That's bye-bye Sky Moore, bye-bye whoever the other second round pick that was that, Miko Hardman trying to get up in there.
Yeah, he's gone too.
Like it's just bye-bye. And now Marquise is there just to be able to be that dominance in to add to the wide receiver room, which they already have Raji Rice there, which he, as a rookie, did what he was supposed to do last year.
What if they bring Mike Williams? Because he's visiting 14, and they're one of the 14. So what if Peck come next year? It's Hollywood, Raji Rice, Mike Williams, and you got Travis Kelce. Is he back to being that top guy in fantasy now? We know he's the best quarterback in the league. Is he back to being top quarterback in fantasy now? Because it took a step back.
I say top 5. At least, like I don't know about number 1 because personally I can't. No offense to the guy, good player up in college, but I can't trust Mike Williams. Only time he knows when to show up is whenever I got a contract year coming in.
That is it.
That's the only year he showed up.
On paper, like a hell of a lineup, don't it?
Yeah. On paper, it looks real good. It looks real good on paper. And then you add like another shoot. If you're gonna do that, go on add like a Dalvin Cook back there with Isaiah Pacheco.
Let's just get all the old names. Let's just get them all. He's sitting on there waiting to be picked up from somebody. Kareem Hunt. Who are the other? Bring Kareem Hunt back.
He ain't coming back.
Who? So the Chiefs only had one running back, and they didn't sign nobody in free agency either.
I don't think so.
So they go on running back in the draft. They have to because you got to carry more than one.
Yeah.
Wow, Chiefs. I ain't signed nobody yet. Okay, what else we got?
Shoot, we got about.
We got the low hanging fruit. You shall wait for him to the end.
Well, what's the low hanging fruit?
We already know. You don't know?
Go ahead, man. Let everybody know.
Right, let it out. I mean, the Justin Fields trade, right? The Justin Fields trade. That's buried the lead any longer.
Yeah, we can go ahead and talk about that one right now because that's one I was like, did you really just do that? Like, yeah. I just saw and felt that it was probably pointless of actually making that trade, to be honest with you. Like
from Pittsburgh perspective?
No, not from Pittsburgh's perspective. Like you didn't hear what daggone Mike Tomlin said up in when he went on the show with what's RC's show with
The Pivot?
Yeah, The Pivot. Whenever he was pretty much talking about how what is it? Some coaches like flee from like coaching players and like things like that, but he actually wants to do that. And like he was like as like a coach, like that's my job to find a player that doesn't fit the system and make him to get like the best out of him or something like that. He was saying,
right. Uh-huh.
And I don't know if that was before or like I'm pretty sure it was before they signed Justin Fields, but. Yeah. I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be an interesting QB room, even though they sent Russ the text saying, hey, you're going to be number 1. But, Russ, we saw how you played back there up in Denver. So, the guy that's coming in isn't – wait, who's the OC of Pittsburgh now? Is it
you don't want to know. Yes.
So, all he needs him to do is handball off, and then open up something. But if Justin Fields doesn't get in work right away, they'll probably use him as like a gadget QB coming in. And then if Russ ends up stinking, I can see just Justin Fields taking over, and we'll see what he ends up doing. He only got 1 year just to prove himself.
They both just got 1 year to prove themselves.
So it's gonna be Interesting. Yeah.
So a few things. I think that Mike Tomlin is saying, because I'm shocked they trade Kenny Pickett, right? I think he's going a little bit all in. This is his last year, right now under contract. I think that them going after Justin Fields, I think what they told Russell is true. He will start the season at 1. Now by Thanksgiving, if they ain't, I don't know how many games that is. Thanksgiving, 4, 8, 10 games.
I think it'll be before then.
Really, if he's not 7-3 by Thanksgiving, they might snatch the plug. They 5-5. Look, we need a spark. We bringing in Justin to get a spark. Because they're gonna see his athleticism, they're gonna see his youth. But I saw a report saying that Pittsburgh looking to do like a deal for Russell beyond this year. Now I'm hoping they're not gonna pull the Denver Broncos and sign that man to a contract without him finishing this year. Please don't do what Denver did. Right, no matter what the money is, I don't care. No, we're gonna play this whole year. We're gonna play it out because Denver re-signed Russell and they still had 2 years left. Dummies.
Yeah. But the thing about that's like, I don't even think Mike Tomlin actually wanted Kenny Pickett whenever they drafted him. To be honest with you, I don't think he wanted him. But just like what he said as a coach, it's my job just to get the best out of him. And obviously, you saw he couldn't get the best out of him.
And they were desperate. They reached out. Kenny Pickett won the first round. They got him in the first round, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was like what?
He was the only first round QB. Remember?
They didn't need to take him. They could have waited to the second round, third round.
Could wait to the third or fourth round just to take him.
Desperate
set up that defense.
Do that though.
Yeah. But
and he was a 5th-year player at Pittsburgh, and he only popped because he had Jordan Addison who won the Ballistic Award, and so they took him. But you know what they did? They said, "Oh, Joe Burrow did that. He didn't pop to this last year, and look at Joe Burrow. So maybe we got one in the room." And they looked at that. Then they also looked at Dan Marino, who played at Pittsburgh. They didn't take Dan Marino. They let Dan Marino go to the Dolphins, and they missed out on that. They said, "We're not making that mistake again. We're going to take Kenny Pickett in the first round." Desperate teams do desperate things, man.
Okay. I also just saw this too as well. Like, it's not on the show sheet, but what are your thoughts about Morgan Moses being acquired in a trade with the Baltimore Ravens? Along with Morgan Moses. He's a tackle. He's a tackle.
What is that? Okay.
So they ended up trading acquired in the trade with Baltimore Ravens along with 2024 4th-round pick in exchange for a 4th and a 6th. So makes me wonder, like, okay, the Jets are trying to beef up that offensive line. Morgan Moses plays like a right tackle type of deal. So
they better do that. They better do that.
They got that. No, they actually did it. So that's what I'm saying. Okay. So they got Morgan Moses to solidify that right side, and then we all know they just signed Tyron Smith to the left side. So hopefully Tyron Smith can end up staying healthy and being that for sure guy on that side, holding everything up.
Having said that, what do you do at 10 then? What do you're the Jets GM? You know you need people with that offensive line, which you did in free agency because you got a 41-year-old quarterback coming off of an Achilles. What do you do at 10? You're the GM. What do you do at 10?
I'm going to have to move up if I'm trying to get one of those top 3 wide receivers.
So you want one of those 3. You like if it ain't one of those 3, I don't want a wide receiver. I'll take an offensive tackle. Is that what you saying?
Well, no, because they don't need an offensive tackle unless they're going to solidify that. So, like, personally, if who I'm looking at on the board and like the best available based off my charts, if they're not getting one of those top 3, then I'll probably just trade back. I'll trade back, and then I'll probably focus on my defense because Robert Shaw is he already knows that I think this might be his last year there. I think he's up on the hot seat a little bit. Being up in New York, even though even though he physically
His
has
fault.
done, it's not his fault. Like he's actually done a really good job as setting the
Yes.
culture in New York, and they just need to
Yes.
give him time. Like New York, you know,
Yes.
Big Apple, big cities, they want big splashes right then and there. You can't do
Mhm.
that. Y'all trying to get out there, and you trying to have this daggone instant grits. Daggone, it don't
Exactly.
work like that.
You fucked that up there.
Oh yeah, but I think they would they could trade back and then get a defensive player and or pick up like a offensive guard, like one of the top guards out there.
So you don't think they should still get attacked now? And I say that because Tyron Smith, he's 30, whatever. He's been in the league 13 years, I think. So he's probably 35, 34. He's been injury prone these last 2 years. You don't think let me go ahead and get a tackle at 10 to back up Tyron Smith, because who coming in, what tackle coming in off the bat is gonna be that guy? Give him week 8, Tyron get hurt week 8. Boom, I got a plug and play guy to protect AR. You would just move back or take one or move up to get one of the 3 wide receivers. You wouldn't.
I would move back only because of that. But if you're speaking that, then they could probably get the second best tackle. But I would need to make sure that he can play guard as well, because I might push him in there at guard, at left guard, and then if Tyron ends up getting hurt or anything like that, then I can push him to the push him outside to like his natural position. And I do not have a list of tackles that actually play some guard too as well that are actually left tackles, but most left tackles are left tackles for a reason.
He stay hurt as in the past. Now when he that dude, but Tyron Smith stay hurt, especially the last. I just kind of want to. If they give me a quick update, they don't tell me, but I was trying to see his injury history. It was crazy though. Like he's
a lot of injuries.
He stay hurt.
So on to the next one. Let's go to this next trade. What are your thoughts about Jeudy being traded to the Browns? Being set up with Deshaun. We already know the deal that transpired. So what are your thoughts about Jeudy going to the Browns? It's just
well, no, I'm not saying I think that is a good trade. I like that Cleveland they're being offensive. They got an offensive head coach. I like that. They try to beef up their wide receiver room. Amari Cooper is getting older, right? Mm-hmm. He's getting older, so he'll probably work on the opposite side of Jerry Jeudy. Who else is there? What's my other guy name?
Amari Cooper. You got Jerry. Did they just get
They got Tillman last year. They got Cedric Tillman from Tennessee last year. But who's the short wide receiver? Not Rondale Moore. What is his name?
I'm gonna look
it up.
It's
my guy. I can't think of his name. I think it's a great pickup. I think it's a great pickup for the Cleveland Browns. And I also think I knew that somebody from that wide receiver from the Denver Broncos was going to get traded. We had a feeling it was going to be Jerry Jeudy.
Are you talking about
Jerry
Elijah
Jeudy?
Moore?
Elijah Moore. That's who it was. It was talking about Moore. Elijah Moore. I'm not sure how that hurts him. I guess maybe the Tillman still stays at that 4th wide receiver. They still keep those 3. They got Murray, Jeudy, and then
well, Tillman's backing up Cooper, so like Jeudy slot gets into that slot wide receiver type of deal.
But he'll be number 2. He'll be number 2 on the depth chart though, over Tillman. Right.
He'll be number 2 over Elijah Moore. Yeah.
Oh, number 2 is Elijah Moore. Okay.
Yep. So and then the next
good pickup.
Yeah, it's a good pickup, I think, personally. Like good for fantasy as well. We'll see what ends up happening.
Whoever got Marvin Mims, his stock should go up.
Yep. And this one, I'm also going to talk about this trade with the Pittsburgh Steelers that they ended up doing. So they ended up trading. They did 2 trades. So they traded for Dante Jackson from the Carolina Panthers, but then they traded away Deontay Johnson to the Panthers, which I think that is a lot of people are ecstatic about that, saying that the Panthers finally got themselves a number 1, but he's just a rental player. Personally, So he's pretty much playing for a contract. So we will see what he is going to do down in Carolina, playing for a contract. The only thing about Deontay Johnson coming to Carolina is his daggone oops. The dude couldn't catch a cold sometimes. So maybe it's a new environment, a new area.
Playing for a contract.
QB, playing
Should
for a
be motivated.
contract. Just like what we talked about, Mike Williams played really good for a contract. He's going to play for a contract, and most likely, I don't think they're going to re-sign him next year.
Deontay?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Even if he balls out,
he got to put up astronomical numbers, dog.
I mean, not astronomical, but he can do. If I'm gonna throw out some numbers, I don't know.
I wouldn't sign him to a contract.
85 catches, 1,100, 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns, 8 plus something like that. You know, that's doable enough to get another contract.
It's doable, but you still got to pay Thielen also as well. So
no, you don't. Thielen got to be gone after this year. They should have didn't sign him that long. I think it's
a 3 year. 3 years, I think. 3-year deal.
Man, cut him.
Shoot, how old is
Thielen? I don't think the contract. No, he
so
got to be $25 million. 3.3, 9.9, 24, 14 million guaranteed. He's got to be out after this year. I just can't think of sign for 3 years. No, he has no more guaranteed salary after this year. Looks like.
Okay.
His dead money. Yeah, yeah. They can cut him. I mean, they can cut him this year. They won't to, but they can definitely cut him after this year.
Okay. So if they are not winning like how they're trying to do right now, then I can see them being that's a trade candidate right there at the trade deadline.
DJ?
No, Adam Thielen.
Who won't do? Dude, he 34. He's 34 this year.
Hey, sometimes you just need that possession catcher. I need a Mr. Reliable.
Man, So we also think that they're going to draft the wide receiver too, right? Second round. They'll have the 201, right?
I don't know, only because they are bringing in Mike Williams. So
the talk, you know, we're gonna sign you. And then they do still got Mingo. I forgot about it. Still got Mingo.
3 years up on a wide receiver. He a project, so 3 years.
Yeah, a project. Yes.
3 years. So let's go to this one of these other trades. Joe Mixon going to the Houston Texans.
Oh yeah.
What are your thoughts about that?
Shocked. I am shocked. I know they wanted Saquon. I heard they were in a running for Saquon. I can't remember how much the Eagles outbidded them for Saquon. He's a good consolation. I don't know. What was his contract? What they signed him to? What was the guarantee? It was 3 years, wasn't it? He's 28.
Let me see. I can't. Well, you just keep talking about it. I'll find it.
So I was shocked I wasn't shocked that he got picked up, but I was shocked that he got extended to a new contract. I think there was a little desperation on the Houston Texans, but they needed to upgrade at their running back position. And he was the best available. I mean, unless you're gonna go get Aaron Jones, who's 30, Joe Mixon 28, so he's at least 2 years younger. You're not getting AJ Dillon. You know, Jacobs was gone, Quan was gone, so they got. Was he considered the third best running back free agent? You know, he won the free agent.
I think he was.
So
he ended up getting $13 million. He ended up getting $13 million guaranteed.
I mean, I think he's in the same position that he was with the Bengals.
Yeah.
He'll probably be okay this year, be pretty good this year, but that's just by off volume, not that, because he's becoming more and more inefficient as a runner.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I was shocked that he got extended, but that's like a desperation extension. They had to get somebody.
Yeah, they had to. They had to get somebody.
And then the Bengals signed Zach Moss. What is that? What are they doing? So they're going to draft a running back? I think so.
I think they're going to draft a running back, but they're also going to give Chase Brown some
more tick.
Yeah, more tick. Because you also saw that towards the end of the season. He was getting more burn.
He was. And I don't see Chase Brown as the 3-down back, but yeah. And I don't see a 3-down back in this draft, so I see a couple of possibles, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm still looking through some of these trades that actually end up going down. Like I didn't see any more after that, after those big ones.
I think you probably hit all the big ones, to be honest. No Brown resigned. I think you really
I saw one for the Bears. I saw the Bears end up trading for a guard, so that's another instance where they already. Yeah, they traded for another offensive lineman, which I think his name is Ryan Bates, acquired from the Bengals. I think we talked about that one last week. But yeah, like
talk about Curtis Samuel. I think you did that before we got on, didn't you?
Yeah, Curtis Samuel going to the Buffalo Bills, actually being reassigned to Carolina North, since he does know the actual organization, or he doesn't know the organization, but he knows the coaching staff there. So it should be a familiar face taking over that Gabe Davis role. Another thing, again, with Curtis Samuel, has the potential to be a better athlete, but he's just like Mr. Inconsistent, being hurt. So
I think we might have hit everybody.
Yeah, I think that is pretty much everybody. Like what we said, we was going to try to make this one a quick and easy and short episode. Just talk about the trade, seeing what ended up happening, seeing players who you should reach out to based off where they went. Certain trades, like for prime example, if before the news, with Dante Jackson going to Carolina, you potentially could have went to go try to get Pickens. But now it's probably going to be harder just to get Pickens because his cost is going to be a little bit higher.
Yeah, his stock definitely went up. And now they'll probably draft a wide receiver, but
I can see him drafting a wide receiver, which everybody should draft a wide receiver every year, to be honest with you, because you never know who is going to pop. And this wide receiver class is deep. Pause. But I think everybody, that is what is gonna. Then we're gonna shut it down. Like, any last words, up in remarks that you want to say?
We thank y'all for listening. Please subscribe, like, give us a review, 5 stars. You can say whatever you want. Once you give us 5 stars on a review. As I always end it, we thank y'all for joining. We know you could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us. And we appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. You forgot. Spread love, not hate.
Right. Right.
All right.
Please.
Yep. All right. We out.
Is it though?
Let's see.
Is it though?
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Thing again with Curtis Samuel, has the potential to be a better athlete, but he's just like Mr. Inconsistent, being hurt.
Oh, damn.
They ain't trading JJ. JJ need to get over it. He need to quit crying.
Why are you crying?
He stay hurt as in the past. Now when he that dude.
I'm the guy.
They would have to go. Well, that's the thing about it, is they would have to give up a Godfather offer.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
Thanks for checking out another episode of Cerberus Gridiron Podcast, powered by Cerberus Fantasy Sports. Make sure you stay tuned for the next episode.